Hi everybody! Miss Mary again with Family Storytime from my home to yours. I hope that if the weather is as nice at your house as it is at mine, that you're getting outside to enjoy it a little bit. That's why I'm sitting on the front porch today. So you might hear some birds singing or maybe somebody cutting their grass, but we'll try to keep that noise to a minimum, okay? Because our stories have some noises. Are you ready? If you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story and you want us all to know, if you're ready for a story, wave hello. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story and you want us all to know, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. All right. So our first book today is called Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. So before we read this, I want to talk for a minute about typing. I know you guys all know how to use a computer, right? If you press the letters on the keyboard, then they show up on the screen, and then you can print them out and you'll have a piece of paper with those letters and words on it, right? Well, back in olden times when I was your age, we didn't have computers. We used typewriters. And I have a typewriter right here. Now, this is even older than me, as if that's possible. But this is the kind that we used to use. And instead of having a separate printer, you put the paper right into the machine like this. And to make a letter show up, you press one of the keys. Listen closely. Do you hear that noise? That's the sound of the letter M piece jumping up and touching the paper and putting the letter M on there. Okay? And I want to tell you about that because you're going to need to know about this sound, this click clack. All right? For this book, which is called Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. This one was written for us by Doreen Cronin and illustrated by Betsy Lewin. And if you can see this silver sticker here, then you know that this book was a Caldecott honor, meaning that of all the books with pictures that came out that year in the United States, this one had some of the very best pictures. So I hope you'll enjoy it. Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type. Farmer Brown had a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Look at this note they stuck up on the barn door. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough that the cows had found an old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left another note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. What? No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the moos. No, he heard the cows hard at work. Will you help me with the words? Clearly, I need it. Click, clack, moo. Let me hear ya. Click, clack, moo. One more time. Click, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Let me hear you again. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Cows that type? Hens on strike? Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. That's a big word meaning mad. So Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, There will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Now, Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. Big words, let's talk about those. Duck was a neutral party. Neutral means in the middle, not taking one side or the other, in the middle. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. An ultimatum, that's a big word. Basically, it means or else. This or else, okay? The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. It says, "Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows." All right, so they're going to trade. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning, he got a note. "Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We would like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks." Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Isn't that silly? Can you imagine ducks with a diving board? I like that one. Click, clack, moo, cows that type. Ah, what fun. So I was thinking, a lot of times when we have story time at the library, we dance and sing with scarves. Now, I have a couple of scarves at my house, but they're not library dancing scarves. They're winter scarves. I'm glad winter's over, so I don't have any of those. But I would like to have something in my hands. And since I don't have scarves, you know what I do have? I'll bet you know. I have socks. So if you want to sing this scarf song with me, you can, but go get some socks. I'll wait. Just press pause. Okay, you back? All right. You got we're going to call them scarves. We know they're socks, but we're going to call them scarves. You got them ready? Okay. Let's go. Scarves up, scarves down. Shake your scarves all around. Again, scarves up, scarves down. Shake your scarves all around. Scarves in. Can you put it inside your hand? Scarves out. Shake your scarves all about. Scarves in. All the way in. Scarves out. Shake your scarves all about. Can you find your knee? On your knee, other knee. Shake your scarves fancy free. Do it again. On your knee, other knee. Shake your scarves fancy free. Now your hands. In your hand, other hand. Shake your scarves with the band. In your hand, other hand. Shake your scarves with the band. My favorite one. On your back, on your tummy. Shake your scarves nice and funny. Once again, on your back, on your tummy. Shake your scarves nice and funny. Isn't that fun? You can do that all the time. Shake your scarves. Yeah, we might bring these scarves back for another story time. So this scarf or sock is sparkly and it has unicorns on it because they're pretty fun. And this one, isn't this silly? It has pictures of owls wearing Santa hats and beards. Kind of silly. This one, these are both gifts from friends of mine. I like those. How about another story? First, we'll have a quick drink of water so I don't lose my voice. And the next book I have for you is called This is the house that Jack built. Now, this is a very old story, an old rhyme. In fact, I think this was first written down maybe 250 years ago. I mean, it's been a really, really long time, okay? But this particular version was illustrated for us by Taback, and I really like the way he does his pictures. This is called This is the House That Jack Built. Are you ready? This is the house that Jack built. This is the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the rat that ate the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the cat, meow, that killed the rat that ate the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the dog, that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the cow with the crumpled horn that tossed the dog that worried the cat that killed the rat that ate the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the maiden all forlorn. Look at her face. Can you make a face like that? Oh, let me see ya. Everybody, let's do it together. Oh, yeah. This is the maiden all forlorn that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog that worried the cat, that killed the rat, that ate the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the man all tattered and torn, that kissed the maiden all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog that worried the cat, that killed the rat, that ate the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built. You know, we keep saying the same words over and over again. If you remember, you can say them along with me. All right? This is the judge, all shaven and shorn, that married the man, all tattered and torn, that kissed the maid and all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog, that worried the cat, that killed the rat, that ate the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built. This is the rooster. Let me hear your good rooster noises. Cock-a-doodle-doo! This is the rooster that crowed in the morn, that waked the judge all shaven and shorn, that married the man all tattered and torn, that kissed the maiden all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog, that worried the cat, that killed the rat, that ate the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built. And this is the farmer planting his corn, that kept the rooster that crowed in the morn, that waked the judge all shaven and shorn, that married the man all tattered and torn, that kissed the maid and all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog, that worried the cat, that killed the rat, that ate the cheese that lay in the house that Jack built. Usually that's where this story ends, but this is a special version. And he says, this is the artist who first had drawn a picture of the farmer planting his corn, that kept the rooster that crowed in the morn, that waked the judge all shaven and shorn, that married the man all tattered and torn, that kissed the maid and all forlorn, that milked the cow with the crumpled horn, that tossed the dog, that worried the cat, that killed the rat, that ate the cheese that lived in the house that Jack built. And here, at the end, is a little bit of information that says, this is the house that Jack built, a favorite rhyme for children, was first published in 1755. That was a very long time ago. And probably came from an ancient Hebrew chant in the 16th century. It was illustrated by Randolph Caldecott in 1878. So, the first version of this book was illustrated by Mr. Caldecott, who was such a great illustrator that they named an award for him, an award that honored this book. See, it all goes together. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so if we're going traditional, how about if we sing a traditional song? All right? I know you guys know this one. Now I'm going to sit still while we sing this, but I want you to get up and move around. Do you remember Wheels on the Bus? I'll bet you do. You ready? The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all through the town. How about the doors? I like to do the doors. You got your bus doors ready? You ready? The doors on the bus go open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. The doors on the bus go open and shut all through the town. Uh-oh, it's raining. Okay, not here, but in our bus song. You got your wipers ready? The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town. Uh-oh, bumpy road ahead. The people on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The people on the bus go up and down, all through the town. I jumped so high on the bus, my head went right out the top. Oh my gosh. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining me for Stories and Songs again today. And you know what? How about for our activity today? You know, in our first story, the cows wrote letters to Farmer Brown, and then Farmer Brown wrote back to the cows, and then the ducks wrote to Farmer Brown. Maybe you could try writing a letter. Now, you don't need to use an old-fashioned typewriter like mine. You don't even need to use a computer. You can just take a pencil and a piece of paper and maybe write a letter to somebody who you haven't seen in a while. Maybe a grandma or a grandpa. Or if you are missing school, maybe you could write a letter to your teacher. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, but just try writing a letter to somebody who you love. And if you need help with spelling the words, ask a grown-up. All right? Everybody have a good day, and I will see you next time. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug. Blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon. Out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear. Wave goodbye, butterfly. Bye-bye, everybody.